for one thing, people have the assumption that when they make a deposit, that's their money, but it's not. When you make a deposit, legally, you are loaning your money to the bank. And in 1995, they enacted Regulation D, which legalized and enabled the banks to sweep your deposits into sub-accounts that are in the bank's name, and then use that as collateral for loans. And, you know, frankly, most of the revenue that the banks generate right now is trading revenue, according to the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. So that just enabled them to reduce their reserves and to use your money to gamble with. And you don't even realize it because it's invisible.
Well, in the post-Dodd-Frank world, like you say, you're not simply a customer or depositor, you're actually legally classified as an unsecured creditor.
Exactly.
And legally, anyone that carries a balance over $250,000 by law can have the money directly taken from their account without permission to help the bank stay afloat if need be.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Pin Decker here at Kung Tech Fu, that you can pay your bills with crypto, and it truly is easy. I know a lot of people say, oh, quick and easy, you know, and it never is. Here, it actually is. It is quick and easy. I use this all the time to pay my utility bills, and yeah, and it's great. It's awesome. I'm going to put this down in the description below. They're going to give you $10 towards your first bill. And if anybody uses your referral link, they will give you $50 for every person that uses your referral link. So don't forget about that. And also, don't forget about my new friends here over at CTN Network. Okay, CTN Network is a great network, and they are very informative. They tell you all about ISO 2022 coins and, you know, the reliable projects. They do a lot of really great research. You can also find me here as well. They were gracious enough to put me within, you know, the creators section here. If you go over here to creators, you're going to see a bunch of people, and I don't know if I actually made it inside here yet, but you got a lot of really great creators here, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, there I am, Kung Tech Fu in his house. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So don't forget that always look down in the description. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you guys how to do that real quick. For all you guys that don't know how to do that, let me just go here very quickly. Let me go to my channel. I'm just going to pick any video here. And when you go here, you know, if you go down here to where it says more, right there, more, you click on that, and then you go there and you click, and you see that blue line. When you click on more, when that blue line right there, and when you click on that blue line, it's going to take you directly to that URL, okay? And you're going to be able to get in the program directly, so you know that you're not going to be phished, you're not going to be hacked, because you're using my direct link. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the video. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Pin Decker of Kung Tech Fu, bringing you that esoteric crypto kung fu. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back once again, and I'm just here once again to give you guys an overview of a guiding light of principles of efficiency. What are the programs and the platforms that we can rely on? What can we truly take refuge in? Okay, what we're trying to do here is we're trying to get to something that we can actually rely on. We've all been a part of the platforms that take our money. We've all been part of the rug pulls. We've all been a part of, you know, these things that are going on. So just like in the dojo, hey, this is the Pin Decker, and just like the dojo, you know, when my students come, I don't just tell them what to do when it comes to being combat effectiveness. I also tell them what not to do, okay? So you guys already know, when I'm not in the dojo perfecting my totally lethal, you know, kung fu skills, I'm right here talking to you. And what we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at some platforms that are truly reliable. But before we even get into that, ladies and gentlemen, let's look into something. As I said, we're going to look at what not to do, okay? I looked at this platform, and it's the first of the month, you know what I'm saying? So, it's like bill time. And if you're the head of your household like I am, like after you pay the rent, after you put food on the table, after you pay the internet guy and the energy guy, and whatever's left over, it's like, okay, I could put that into crypto, because that's how you have to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Do not put in money that you can't afford to lose. After you pay the bills, and after you secure yourself, if there's anything left over, you put that into crypto, and you do yield-bearing strategies so that when you make profits, you can compound, ladies and gentlemen, and you can throw that right back into the same project or to another project, because you should have multiple income streams, and that's what I'm here to show you. So one of the things that I decided not to get into was Harvest Keeper. Now, don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not hating, I'm not flooding, I'm not doing any of those things. I'm simply telling you what I'm not doing, okay? Now, this one, it looks really great. It's a well-done website. It's extremely aesthetically pleasing. Increase your capital in just 21 days. You can double your money in 21 days, and you're getting 4.81% every day. Now, they promise self-custody. Now, here's the thing with 4.81% a day, ladies and gentlemen. If you're like me and you've been in this space a while, the first thing you're going to say to yourself is like, hey, that's not sustainable, all right? And I've heard people, say why it is sustainable. And you go here and, it tells you about what the protocol works with, and maximum protection of the fund's users, under asset control. And that was very alluring, because believe me, I was about to do this. And, if they don't quite make that, they're going to take something from the treasury. And as you see it here, if the bot only made 2%, they're going to take 2.81% out the treasury, so that you can get your total of 4.81% per day. And, this whole thing here, they've got a referral program. So the only people that will probably make out well is YouTubers like myself that, put, my referral in the address, But I'm not going to do that, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm not going to do this. You know why? Because this reminds me of MAXPREAD and CAT combined. It has the attributes of MAXPREAD, as well as having the on-chain BNB connect your wallet aspect of CAT. So it's like a combination of CAT and MAXPREAD at the same time. And I don't know about you, but I recently got burned by 4 programs, and CAT and MAXPREAD were 2 of them. If you guys watch my videos, you know this. So you see, they got the Billboard, and they got, Coin Edition, and Z this, and Bloomberg, and Market Watch, and This Is Our Team, and they seem to be fully doxed. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys heard about the Hope platform. My man James Pelton, did an AMA with them. Nothing against James Pelton. He's been in the space for a while. But, he kind of, got paid to do the wrong platform there. And, they took in $2.25 million. And in the same day they rugged, people put in 25,000, some people put in 90 grand, and they just got taken for all that money. So it doesn't matter how aesthetically pleasing that something looks, because if you put your money in this, like we saw with the Hope platform, it rugged in just a couple of hours. I mean, look at Liquid Capital back in the day. Everybody was so souped about that, and they were supposed to have, the hoard, mechanism to keep the token stable and all. That one didn't even get off the ground, So, the thing is with this, 21 days, you got to ask yourself, is it going to be here in 21 days for me to ROI and or double my money? From what I understand from people that are in this, I don't know for myself because I'm not getting into this, but from reputable sources, You know, they told me that your money is locked up for 21 days, which means if they rug on the 20th day, you gets nothing. So I myself am not getting into this one, guys. So that's enough about this. If you guys choose to get into this, you know, hey, good luck is all I can say. Now, let's get into the reason why we actually are here. We're here because we're here to take a look at some things that breathe new life into long-time projects that has always been here. For instance, you guys all know Bitcoin. People who aren't even into crypto know Bitcoin. But there's a new project. Well, it's not necessarily new, but it's gaining a lot of attention. And that is Stacks, ladies and gentlemen. Stacks provides Bitcoin with superpowers. Essentially, it is a layer 2 solution. And well, let them tell you, Stacks brings apps and smart contracts to Bitcoin. That's right, you heard me. It brings apps and smart contracts to Bitcoin. We all know you couldn't previously do this. Bitcoin was and is a store of value coin. It didn't do anything. All right, really. You know, it was like digital gold. It just sat there, it didn't do much. Couldn't do smart contracts, couldn't do NFTs. Now you can do all of that, ladies and gentlemen. So if you go and you do something like get yourself the X1st wallet, you know, you can go in here, and as a matter of fact, you can even do in this wallet here, if you got an X1st wallet and you put a little Stacks in there, I just put a couple in there. But if you go in here, and what you can do is you can actually stake your coins to earn what they call rewards. And you actually earn native Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you do. And the APY is 14.12%. So you can get yourself some Stacks. And as the Stacks price increases, because this is going to set the Bitcoin world on fire. As I said in my last video, I'm pretty sure the Bitcoin maxis all over the world are throwing a party, or they might take the other extreme. They might not like it at all. Some people want Bitcoin to be boring and store of value. Some Bitcoin maxis will reject this, some will rejoice. However, only thing you need to understand is what are you doing with it? And what I am going to do with it is I'm going to take my Stacks and I'm going to stake my Stacks, okay? And, you know, I'm going to continue to build a big bag, so I'll be earning Bitcoin passively. But I'm not putting a lot of future hope in Bitcoin, because I know the powers that should not be is going to come after Bitcoin, because Bitcoin will be one of the things that is standing in the way of the coming CBDCs, ladies and gentlemen. And one of the things that we try to do on this channel is we find ways to neutralize our dependency or our need to use a CBDC. All right. We want to position ourselves so that we will not be dependent upon CBDC. And in order to do that, we need tokenized utility. We need ISO 222 compliant coins. All right. And one other thing you can do with this, you also have your NFTs in here as well, ladies and gentlemen. So if you go here and you type in, what is it? I think it's stacks.co. is and of course it never works when you're making a video. Stacks.co, right? Let's see if that works. Yeah, and you go here, and then of course there's an upgrade. There's always an upgrade when you're doing a video. And you go down here and you pick your thing. You go down here to apps, and then you got your Bitcoin NFTs, and then you can find your NFTs and you can explore and do all of that. But yeah, so this is wonderful. It's setting the world ablaze and all of that. So you guys, I'm just pointing you guys in the right direction. I'm not going to go all into it, but do some research and find out what's going on with Stacks. Get yourself some Stacks while it's still a relatively low price. I got my Stacks at half the price it is now, you know, but I'm going to get some more before it rises, because this is going to set the Bitcoin world on fire, at least for a few years, until the powers that be figure out how they can get at Bitcoin. But until then, we will enjoy it. So now let's go to the next thing. And the next thing is tokenized utilities and or ISO 222 compliant coins. Now, you guys know me. There are several ISO compliant coins, but the three that I'm going to tell you that are the most important, which are absolute musts for you to have, because if you truly want to become your own bank and not have dependency upon CBDC, you're going to need XRP, you're going to need XDC, and you're going to need XLM, okay? So basically, you're going to need Ripple, you're going to need Stellar Lumens, and you're going to need Zenfin, okay? Why? Because XRP is going to take care of the bank and derivatives. The Stellar Lumens is going to be your everyday retail merchant, person-to-person retail, buying your shirts and your sneakers and all of that stuff and buying pizza or whatever. And Zenfin is going to be the bridge in between, because that is trade finance, okay? Shipping, merchandising, all of that stuff. So if you have XRP, and if you have XDC, and if you have the Stellar Lumens, okay, you've covered the spectra of the global digital ledger currency, all right, which should very well alleviate you from dependency upon CBDC, because you got your own thing. All right. Now with that, let me show you guys one thing that I've come into contact with when it comes into XLM. And we're going to look at here, we're going to look at GloBuyance. GloBuyance is heavy, ladies and gentlemen. GloBuyance is very heavy, because basically GloBuyance is, let's take a look here. If you go to the article, GloBuyance and Comtech Gold to offer gold and silver backed tokens on the GloBuyance platform. Now, GloBuyance basically is like a banking entity, ladies and gentlemen. So you got your crypto, you got your banking aspect, you got your card, you got all of this stuff, and you can provide liquidity and all of that stuff. You got your wallet. I showed you, I got right here. This is the wallet actually, where you can go in here. You got your wallet, you can go up here, you got all of these coins. But if you go here, if you just go down a little bit, you have the ability to do staking, ladies and gentlemen. So you got your GBEX, which is the native coin of the platform. Now this is all working on XDC, ladies and gentlemen. You can stake your XDC and you can earn an APR 6.75. Right now they got 375, which is 1 year going on. You got this, and you got your XRP, ladies and gentlemen. You could stake your XRP for for 90 days, 180 days, or 365 days, ladies and gentlemen. So there you have it. So now your ISO 222 coin has now become yield bearing. In other words, you can amass your wealth, you can expand your wealth, and you can live off the dividends. Okay, that's the goal. That's what we're trying to do. All right, that's what we are doing. All right. So without further ado, there's GloBuyance, and let me just take you guys here very quickly. When it comes to GloBuyance, let me show you that there's the app itself, and there's also the DEX, which is a browser type of thing. Now this is where you're going to provide liquidity and all of that stuff here. So you can swap, you can provide liquidity, you know, you can go into the pools, you can do all of this stuff. All right, there's your pool list, you know, of the ones, the LPs that are already pre-made. And this is just remarkable, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm feeling extremely good today, because I actually got a call from my financial advisor. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I now have a financial advisor. Yes. And it's crazy, because when you enter into the platform that has now become my #1 platform, they assign you a financial advisor to go with that. And that, of course, ladies and gentlemen, is the one and only KINESIS protocol. I was put onto KINESIS by my man Ted at Lift Capital, and I tell you, this is probably one of the best projects I've ever seen. It's fully authentic, and these guys really know what's going on, what's going down, and it's a platform that is run to completely run off of the assertion of gold and silver backed coins. And not only that, but it's in a way that is also yield bearing, ladies and gentlemen. All right. There are 5 ways to actually earn yield in this protocol. And as a matter of fact, this thing is so sophisticated. 1 out of the 5, which is the assertion of the KVT coins, you have to, if you're in America, not anywhere else, but if you're in America, you have to be an accredited investor to even obtain these things, okay? And yeah, my financial advisor asked me if I was willing to go that far. And I was like, hell yeah. All right. So, yeah, I'm on the path now, ladies and gentlemen, to becoming an accredited investor. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes because I don't want to be hindered in any shape, form, or fashion. But I am going to be talking about KINESIS because KINESIS is that platform that you need, because not only do you get tokenized silver and gold, but also it is fully redeemable. What does that mean? That means that the gold and silver, not only can you spend it as currency, but you can also request for them to send you your actual gold physically to your house. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And they assign you your very own financial agent that will work with you and answer any questions you may have about learning the project and how you can take refuge in tokenized gold and silver. And also very soon to come will also be emeralds, because emeralds hold their value very well. So we're talking about tokenized utility, ladies and gentlemen. And that's another thing, going back to the Stacks coin for Bitcoin. Bitcoin previously did not have utility, now it does. But enough with that. With this right here, and you also have the ability to trade. You have your other coins here, ladies and gentlemen. So this is awesome. And that's what I'm gonna say about this in the here and now, ladies and gentlemen. So you have this, you have your wallet here, you get cash back in gold. Okay, so it's not actually cash you're getting back, you're actually getting back gold and silver. All right, so you are now wheeling and dealing in gold and silver. All right, so that's another one there. But I want to bring you to, when it comes to gold and silver, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring you to something else. I want to bring you to something on the Stellar Lumens networks. All right, and we are looking at now Exinium, ladies and gentlemen. Exinium is a coin. Well, you know what? I'm going to let them tell you. We're going to go here and we're just going to look at this very quickly. Let me go down here because I saved this just for you guys. All right. Came down here. Yep, this is it here. This Medium article right here. Exinium, one of the most promising crypto projects in 2022. Stellar is the network of the future, and Exinium is the crown jewel there. Cryptocurrency XXA is backed by the Exinium founders' precious metal holdings. Blockchain, transparency, and audible transaction. It is the only token in the world with force majeure asset protection backup. Now, what is force majeure? Force majeure, ladies and gentlemen, simply means an act of God. Or if, a meteor fell out of the sky and blew everything up, they still got your back. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this article here is April 14th, 2022. You can go and you can read this, ladies and gentlemen. But this is telling you about the banking problems and, precious metals. Now, the XXA, the value of cryptocurrency Exinium XXA, is based on 4 precious metals: gold, silver, palladium, and platinum. This makes XXA protected, safe, and growing. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So just having it in your Lobster wallet, just having it inside of your decent wallet, all right, wherever you're going to have it, that is going to act as sort of like a rebasing type of thing. Just by holding the Xenium, your currency is backed by 4 precious metals, with even the act of the force majeure, even an act of God will not destroy your currency. Now we're going to take a look at one last thing, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to go here and we're going to look at, that's right, you guessed it, Comtech, ladies and gentlemen. What is Comtech? Comtech Gold. They sent me an email, and they said anybody that I send their way, they give me a referral. So hey, if you guys want to get down, let me know. Comtech follows 100% Shiara guidelines, making it the first token of its kind. Each token is backed by a piece of gold that carries its own audit trail of its transactions. 1 CGO represents 1 pure gram of gold, fully backed, redeemable, and regulated. There is no investment grade gold product that is both easy to own and easy to trade. Physical gold is hard to store and transport. Gold futures are easy to trade, but don't give you ownership of the underlying commodity. Comtech solves this problem by providing 100% gold-backed cryptocurrency, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what we have there. And I wanted to show you guys one last thing before we go. And that, of course, is something that I really like. And I previously had about $60 in this thing or whatever, you know, and it just came across as a little too glitchy, you know. And even when I came over here and it, you know, I went to the earn thing, like I was really excited about providing liquidity on Uniswap and staking, you know. I had some coins here because you have to have 100 coins here, you know, in Oris, so that you can get the gold and silver coins that you could provide liquidity on Uniswap. I showed you guys that before. However, I brought some TXAU, and I couldn't even get it out of my BitKeep wallet because they said it was some type of like rebase token. And then I saw over here it was like 0.17 you had to have in order to move it. And the long and short of it, ladies and gentlemen, is like I see no reason to start building here if when it's all said and done and I finally go to cash out, I'm unable to cash out. I went to Uniswap. I tried to, you know, sell the TXAU back into Polygon and all of that. And like I said, it has all of the facets of greatness, yet it's just missing a few things. So if I can get this thing working, I'm going to let you guys know because I would like to utilize this. There is very well thought out. It's very catchy. I mean, it's, you know, but at the same time, I also know that if you're in America, they're going to try and stifle it some way. So it's actually missing some components that are available in other parts of the world. So let me go ahead and figure this out for you guys and myself. And when I get this thing working the way I want, I will let you guys know. So, you know, with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick look here because I really don't want to, you know, miss anything here. I really wanted to show you guys a bunch of stuff that's going on. And hey, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go because there's a lot of stuff going on. And I just wanted to give you guys a brief overview, but we will be talking about KINESIS more and more. As a matter of fact, if you guys are into the drip protocol and the animal farm, you know, the drip faucet and the animal farm, you know, there's a guy, Stunner Breezy, you know, he always, you know, like, you know, drip and the animal farm is his primary project. I'm in drip myself, you know, and the thing is that, you know, the way he always focuses on drip is the way I'm always going to focus on this. The next time we come back, ladies and gentlemen, there's one last thing I want to show you guys, and that is my other favorite platform known as DEX Finance. Oh my God, my people, do not sleep on DEX Finance. All right, it's shy. It's trying to run away from us. Okay, do not sleep on DEX Finance. DEX Finance started out as an IRA. It's pretty much the skeleton of a tomb fork, if you know what that is. And it does one thing that no other tomb fork does, ladies and gentlemen. It's astronomical. I don't know why people aren't making a big deal about this, because it is truly not only a big deal, it's, how should I say, it's groundbreaking, it's astronomical, it's something that's never been done before, not even by the original tomb project itself. You know what that is, ladies and gentlemen? Take a look, okay? If we go to the farm here, and we look at the native token. As a matter of fact, let's go here to the wallet, and let's take a look at this. All right. If you look at this, US DEX, DEX share, DEX ETF, DEX IRA. Okay, cool. So what are you trying to say to us, Pendecker? I'm trying to say, if you know anything about tomb and or tomb forks, notice all tomb forks have three things. It has the native token, it has the shares token, and it has the bonding token. If you notice, there's no bonding token here. And the reason for the bonding token is so that if and when, it's like a in case of emergency break glass type of thing. If the native coin ever falls below $1, which is known as peg, then you take your native coins and you trade them in for the bonding token until the native coin turns back to $1, and then you replenish back to the native coin and you go about business as usual. However, not so here, ladies and gentlemen. You know why? Because they fixed the fatal flaw. In their own words, they fixed the fatal flaw, ladies and gentlemen. What is the fatal flaw? The bonding token is the fatal flaw. They removed it. They don't need it. You know why? Because if you go here to the dashboard, ladies and gentlemen, US DEX is the native coin. This is the stable coin. 106. It will not go beneath peg ever. You know why? They don't allow it to. They didn't need any hoard mechanism. They didn't need any liquid capital. They did this without any of that. There is no bonding token here. There's the native token, there's the shares token, there's your IRA, and there's your ETF coins for your rewards. There's no bonding token here, which means that you are 100% operational all the time. This is a phenomenal project. They also have partnered with EMP. They have also partnered with Level X. They have also partnered with Canto. They have these vaults down here, ladies and gentlemen. They've also partnered with my man Richie from Crypto Mischief. Yeah, you go down here to the vaults, ladies and gentlemen, and in these auto compounding vaults, you can put your money in here. You can join somebody else's vault, or you can start your own vault, ladies and gentlemen. So you want passive income? Here it is at its best. DEX Finance has been here for years. It gets better and better. If I were you, I would go to the Discord and I would make this one of my central pillars of my portfolio. Trust and believe. I have been in the DEX Finance ever since I've been in the crypto. Okay? And I have seen from where it came from to what it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is your personal IRA. This is your personal tomb fork. This is your personal auto compounded vault. This is your #1 DeFi program right here, ready for the taking, ready to serve you and pump out that crypto for you 24 hours a day, ladies and gentlemen. So you see, you have all of these printers, and they all decide how much they're going to put in, how much you're going to take profit, how much you're going to invest. And you got all these vaults from all of these different, you see one you like, you could just jump right on in, ladies and gentlemen, and it's already preset to auto compound and pump out that percentage in profit, which means this is the greatest yield farming opportunity you could ever have. And it's something that has stood the test of time. What did I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? It's about reliability, okay? So, And there's no referral program in this, ladies and gentlemen. This is why a lot of YouTubers don't cover it. And I'm not coming down on them. I mean, hey, man, I'm not here to compare anybody. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm not here to point fingers and say, oh, well, he doesn't do this and she doesn't do that. No, I'm not here to do any of that. I'm just simply telling you what I do. And I'm also explaining the reasoning behind why a lot of YouTubers don't cover this. And it's just no judgment. I'm just saying there's no referral program. That's why, ladies and gentlemen. So in other words, this is a freebie. I'm giving you the greatest freebie you ever got. Okay? This is D.AIS Finance. I'm going to put the URL down in the description below for you guys. And we're going to come back and we're going to revisit this, ladies and gentlemen, because this is great. Because if you go to the farms, let me just show you one last thing, ladies and gentlemen. This is my go-to project for what I like to call on-hand liquidity. You know how you put your liquidity in some projects, and if you ever need to go in there and get it out, there's always a problem. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? No problem here. You put $500 in here and something springs up in your life and you decide that you need it. Guess what? You can go in here and you can take it right back out. No problem. No waiting lockup period. None of that. When you put money in here, ladies and gentlemen, you can take it right back out. Okay? And of course, because I'm making a video, it wants to act up because I'm trying to show you something. But anyway, we're gonna go over here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just come out for a second and go all the way back in. All right? Because what can go wrong will go wrong, right? We're getting some technical difficulties here for whatever reason. I'm trying to get to the farm so I can show you guys something. Doesn't want to show it. All right, let's go out here for 1 second. Let's get rid of that. Now we're gonna go all the way back in here. All right, and it's like we gotta comply with the technical difficulties sometimes. Let's just see if we can get to this farm. I just want to show you guys the farm. It doesn't want to show it, ladies and gentlemen, but that's okay, because the only thing I wanted to show you guys was, I got a couple of dollars in the farm, okay? It has really great APY, and you can zap your crypto into the farms, so, you don't have to go to pancake swap and all of that, if you don't want to. You can zap your LPs right into the farm, and you can start earning. And you can just start building, and then you will receive DEX share, because as you know, with any tune fork, you never sell the native token. You never sell the native token. You use it to produce more. What you do is you get the share token and you compound that most of the time, and then you take profit once or twice a week or once every 2 weeks or whatever you want to do, because that's that old 6 to 1, 5 to 2 strategy. Compound 6 days, take 1 day. All right, now you can take for profit, you can take it to fund this project, you can take it to fund other projects, whatever you want to do. Hey, it's your thing. Do what you want to do. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So the next time we revisit, we're going to take another ride on the ISO XRP XLM XDC train. We're going to talk about Globiance once again. We're going to talk about KINESIS, which is my new #1 project. Like I told you, I'm going to become the Stunner Breezy of KINESIS. And and we're going to revisit D.AIS Finance, and as well as some of my other foundational programs that we can take refuge in and rely on, because they are good teams with good developers, and you might even say they're beneficent, like a Forex Shark of the drip ecosystem. He's wonderful. Like, he was already financially independent. He didn't have to make drip for us, So yeah, so we're going to be doing our things, and yeah, so grow with me, come with me. Let me be the crash test dummy for you. And if I get blown up, you can sit there and laugh at me, say, aha, look at you, you idiot. But always remember, ladies and gentlemen, he who laughs last laughs best. And with that, blessings, peace and blessings to all of you totally lethal shadow warriors. And I will see you soon on the moon.